is Miss Willow, and today I wanted to share a little speed paint that I made. It is of my character Willow, or Miss Willow, and I wanted to make I think this is a really pretty piece. As it turned out, I wanted to take my time to make a more colorful picture for you guys to see, and honestly, I've been loving making some of these really colorful, more happy pictures, and, here, I guess, is another one of those. It would have a very colorful background, Miss Willow with a smile on her face, and I'm just really, overall, super proud of how this one came out. So, as you see, I started with drawing her eye, and then I drew her face around it. I held off on drawing the hair yet, just so that I could piece out where her necklace and neck would go. I feel like that helped me sort out a bit of the picture a little bit more. Next, I went ahead and I wanted to draw her kind of like reaching out with her hand. So I tried to draw a hand with different fingers overlapping, and I tried to make it a little bit realistic. I don't know if I did a great job on that or not, but what do you guys think? I went ahead and I decided, well, I don't want her reaching out to nothing, so I flipped the hand and made her kind of like holding her chin, like, so she's kind of like thinking, she's pondering about something or looking at something interesting. So I changed that. Then I decided on her hand to draw the little sleeve cuff of her spotted fur for the outfit that she is wearing, and then went ahead, even before I drew her hair in, I went ahead and did just her coat collar like this as well, because, you know, I wanted to help lay out the picture a little bit better. Next, what I did was I moved her towards more towards the middle of the picture, so just so that I could add some more details, and because I didn't think that I had any other object I wanted in the picture, necessarily, so I wanted her to be more of the focus of the picture. Then I went ahead and finally drew in her hair, and then her crown. At this moment, I realized that I drew her crown very large, and I almost went ahead and remade it a bit smaller, but then I was like, actually, no, I really like that. I think I wanted to emphasize the crown being a major part of her character and having it just really stand out. Next, to add more cute happiness to the picture, you know me, I tried to add a bunch of different hearts, and then I wanted to do a different whole combination of different colors in the background, kind of bleeding into the picture. And I just kind of went with more lighter tones going down the color scale, so I went for my pink, which would be more of like the red, orange, then yellow. Then I went into the like more lime greens, and then down into the turquoises into blues. Then this purple that I'm drawing, I didn't really necessarily like all that much, so I ended up drawing a little bit more purples and then ending with another pink. So I found like that background looked so good to me, so colorful. I was going to blend it a little bit, but then I was like, I actually like those little squiggly lines that they're blending into each other. So I actually really liked that, and I ended up keeping that. Next thing I did was then I started to color in her character, and I did this by starting to draw her hair, which is more of a grayish, little pinkish, wanted to give a little bit more color to it, and then I went ahead and shadowed it with a little bit darker of a color, so that we could see the different highlights. I found this was very interesting to see where I wanted to place those shadowings, to see what hair is above or below the others. I couldn't really figure that out easily, so I guess I just kind of winged it, and I guess it ended up looking alright. So then I did her skin and drawing more of the picture, trying to fill in different colors that, like not going back, trying not to go back to different colors, trying to pick one color and then fill in everything that was using that color. Next, I colored in everything that was a more paler color, like her eyes, and then the gold for her necklace and crown. I wanted to do those first because I don't want to have to draw over the lines of the gems, which are kind of like a reddish color. I didn't want to end up going outside of the lines in that way. So in case I went outside of the lines and drew into the gems, I wanted to make sure that it was easy to cover up with the next one. So that is why I did the crown and the necklace next. Then I went for a more orange color for the little spikes on her crown that are in the back, and then proceeded to do the gems, because if I'm drawing those over it, then I felt like I could have made a lot less mistakes. I used a similar color to draw in her coat. I wanted to keep that color for her. I originally was thinking of going for more of a purpley tone, but then I was like, maybe I could have them match the gems on her jewelry a little bit more. Next, I went ahead and I shaded those, and that was kind of fun. I went ahead and I even put a little shine of a lighter pink in them too, and then did the light color blue eyes with some darker blue on top. And then I shaded in her skin, adding some darker tones here and there for where her hair is coloring, her nose, where her chin would cover her neck and give a shadow there, and some of her hands. I wanted to really make the piece pop out with different tones, so there's like 3 different tones for that. Next, I wanted to go ahead and make some shine for her hair. This was interesting. I went ahead with a luminous effect and blurred the edges of it, and then turned down the opacity of that a little bit so that we could see like the hair was glimmering in a way. Next, I wanted to do the hearts multicolored, but then I realized the background was multicolored, so I didn't want to feel like I was adding too much detail. So I made them all a pretty pink, and that was very nice. I really liked this. The next thing I did was I went ahead and I gave those hearts a little bit of shadow, and I was very happy with that. The next thing was giving them a little bit of shine to them, giving them a little bit of a different color. Again, those little details I like. And I added in my Miss Willow signature, and I struggled with that a little bit because it kept drawing different lines that I did not want. And then I went ahead and I actually changed the color of some of the line art itself to a different shade. I wanted to give a little bit more detail into the piece, so I made some of those line art for her hair, kind of like a redder pink color, and her crown too, more of a dark orangey red, and even for the heart surrounding it, a darker red. So I really felt like this helped bring more detail into the piece. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoyed this. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.